Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm one of the audiologists here at Audiology Associates. Thanks very much for watching that earwax removal compilation video today. So we've got two patients in this compilation video. Now this first patient, what you can see here is we've got this very sort of in-between consistency of cerumen in here. So what we have is it's this precursor before it gets to this really hard crumbly stage. We've just got this little bit of softness left to this wax. It almost looks like sort of kinetic sand, that kind of consistency. So we've got this much softer section in the center and then these little bits more crumbly sort of wax around the outside edge. So we've got the Jobson horn in here first of all. The reason we're using this to start with rather than the standard size Zollner tube is because when you have this particular consistency of cerumen, what happens is it's really difficult to take this out using suction because it tends to be really sticky and all these little crumbly pieces on the surface break away and block the suction tube. So what I usually tend to do with this type of wax is I'll use the Jobson horn just to clear out the space in the middle and then use the suction tube to detach from the canal wall. Now the reason I change tools at that point is because if you're using the Jobson horn, in order to get that away, that very sticky wax on the surface of the canal wall, what you're going to have to do is either go behind it and drag along the canal wall or push underneath it, and both of those things involve scraping against the canal wall, which we know it can be quite uncomfortable. So I tend to switch down to the standard size Zollner tube at that point and I can lift from the canal wall without causing the patient any discomfort at all. So you can see we're slowly working our way down. We've taken the looser pieces away now. We're just starting to work on this much stickier section of cerumen. You can actually see a little bit of that epithelial layer coming away with it as well. So that's that surface layer of canal wall skin we talk about, and that's lifting into this sticky section. We're looking to get a little bit of movement to this. If we can get this plug moving a little bit more freely, we know we've detached it and we can pull it out. That's the movement I wanted to see, that little bit more left and right movement here. So we've managed to detach this plug of cerumen from the canal wall. So we've got it from that about halfway point, I would say go halfway and just beyond it, that more medial section of the canal. We're now bringing this out into that outer lateral section now. So we've got it right at the entrance to the canal, holding on to this. Bit of turbo wiggling going on here, guys. So just trying to get it wiggled around and get this moving off the canal wall. There we go. My goodness, extreme turbo wiggling. There we go. But we're just pulling this plug out. The reason we have to wiggle as much as we are on there, it's basically just to detach that sticky layer from the surface of the canal wall. There we go, out that comes. You can see quite a big chunky old piece of wax. Guys, don't forget, if you do enjoy these videos, you can always subscribe, follow, like. Oh, I can't do it on my own. Heart? Is that a heart? Sort of. You can kind of do those things as well. That'd be great. So if you don't mind doing all those things, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We'd love to get new subscribers, new followers here as well. Drop any comments into the comment section below. I might not respond in the comment section, but if there's a recurring thread in there, I'll tend to answer it in the videos instead, if that's okay, guys. We are planning on doing a couple of lives on all the different formats. I just need to learn how to do it on some of the formats, but we will get there eventually. So you can see we've got 1.5 cm, 1 or just under 1 inch worth of earwax. Stay tuned for the next patient. This is rock solid earwax on the next patient. The little stones are really different consistency as well. So let's just wait for that little bit to go across. Did I do the inches? Yes, it's just under an inch. Yeah, pretty sure I did. So we can see on this one, we've got a lighter material wax. Now, sometimes this will be a bit like that wax we saw first of all, that sort of crumbly section, but this is rock solid. You can see I've put some olive oil in here straight away. I could see just how dry that wax was. The goal here with the suction tube, this standard size Zollner tube here, is not to pull it out, is to get it lifted off the canal wall. When it's that dry, it does tend to dry onto the skin a little bit, which means if you try and pull it straight away, that whole section of cerumen is hanging on to the skin, doesn't want to come out. So we create a little bit of a gap at the top, bit too small to get a St. Bart's hook in, but perfect for the Rosen inserter. So we're just going to get that in there now. We're just going to start to roll this wax. There we go, down the ear canal. Sorry guys, I'm flicking between cerumen and wax quite a bit. I'm so used to saying wax to you guys. It's sort of force of habit now, but we are going to try and call it cerumen moving forwards. I will try and remember, I promise. So we've got that out now. There we go, you can see that oil has covered the outer section of that plug there. You've got that very smooth underbelly as well under the cerumen. That's the piece that's been sat and resting and molded to the shape of the canal wall there. So we're just taking this this last little piece out. We're right at the entrance to the canal there, so just a little bit had broken away just as we were taking a look back in. So we'll get rid of that. There we go. Tympanic membrane looking absolutely perfect there. Looking really good. Nice, healthy, good light reflex. So let's take a look at the other side. My goodness me, you can see this is darker, older, harder wax, this one. trust me when I tell you guys, this really did feel like a stone. There was no give in that at all. When you squeeze it, my goodness me, it was rock solid. So what we're doing here is exactly what we did on the other side, not trying to remove with the Zollner tube here. We're just trying to lift this whole section up here, this whole cerumen plug up. Now we can see we've got the gap there. We've already got the Rosen inserter. It worked well once on the last time. Let's go straight in with the Rosen inserter with this one as well. Digging into that harder wax slightly. You can see where I've gone actually into the cerumen there, and we're just pulling this forwards. Out this is starting to come. Let's give this a bit of a roll, bit of a helping hand. There we go. It's starting to really come out that canal entrance now. You can see how dry, crumbly that wax is. Really, really hard, tough, old stuff. So we managed to lift that up now. You can see that smooth underbelly as well. So we're going to show you a before and after shot in a second. I don't think there's anything else to remove now. Look at that, tympanic membrane, perfect. Handle the malleus there, light reflex, all the things we want to see on that eardrum, looking absolutely spot on. So this is what we removed, just under 2.5 centimeters, 1 inch worth of very, very hard, dry earwax plugs again. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching our video today. If you do enjoy it, don't forget to like, follow, heart, subscribe. There's one I've missed. Like, there you go. I think I said like, I'm not too sure. But do all those things for me. That would be absolutely fantastic. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your ears, and take care of one another. I shall see you for the next video. The lovely Mr. Taylor Green won't be, I think he's Friday's video, I think. Bye, everyone.